LeBron James just put up one of the most impressive and efficient games of his entire career. Don't believe me? Here are some stats. Last night was the 5th oldest 40-point game of all time. With a true shooting percentage of 101%, this was the second most efficient 40-point game in NBA history. Given that he shot 90% from 3 on 10 attempts, you can argue that this is one of, if not the most efficient 3-point games in league history. Now, it's no secret that LeBron James is aging, but rather than just seeing a single spot of diminishment, it's like he's restructuring his game and himself to continue leading the Lakers through a difficult Western Conference. While he's no longer the defender that he once was, at least his passing and IQ are the best that we've ever seen it. While he may not attack the rim like how he did in his prime, he is shooting the ball really well. This year he is shooting 41% from 3, which not only puts him in the top 25 of the entire NBA, this is his best 3-point shooting year of all time. When factoring in volume of shots, it's not even that close. And I think a lot of this comes to James's shot selection. While he did take a few heat checks against the Nets, the shots that LeBron took this game and across the course of the season have been open, assisted 3-pointers. 76% of James's threes have been assisted, the second most of his career, and by a pretty wide margin. On catch and shoot shots, LeBron has a 67% effective field goal percentage. This is good for 9th in the entire NBA. While he may have just been an average shooter for the majority of his career, it is undeniable that right now, LeBron James is a great 3-point shooter. Now, one of the most fair criticisms of LeBron's entire career, especially as of recently, has been his off-ball movement or lack thereof. Obviously, he has to save himself and has aged more than any other NBA player, but defenses can usually relax when they just see LeBron camp in the corner or on the top of the wing. But this year, LeBron James being a legit catch-and-shoot player changes that. Would you really give Chris Middleton, Devin Booker, or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander an open catch-and-shoot 3-pointer? Probably not. And now you can add LeBron James into that tier of mid-volume, high-efficiency 3-point shooters. But this is what the Brooklyn Nets did. LeBron's first 3-pointer makes were just because of the defense sagging off. By the time the Nets started to focus on him and even guarding him at half court, it was too late. LeBron James was starting to feel it, meaning being a few feet behind the arc or a late shot contest was not enough to alter his rhythm. Brooklyn had good non-LeBron minutes, allowing them to hang around until he checked in at the start of the 4th quarter. Noah Clowney makes a mistake of being behind the arc, and LeBron, almost standing on the Barclays Center logo, has too much room, and that's a made 3. Brooklyn still didn't learn by this point, and literally the next possession, Trendon Watford is sagging, and LeBron walks into a wide open, deep 3. 2 minutes later, LeBron pulls out a corner step back, and in just 5 minutes, the Nets, who had cut the lead down to 8 points, were now down by 18. And just one more for good measure, LeBron pulls the signature, most obvious sidestep 3, and it finds the bottom of the rim. While this is an abnormal, historical shooting night, Brooklyn gave LeBron warm-up shots, basically just hoping that he wouldn't miss. And it was against the Warriors a few weeks ago that LeBron proved that he could still score from the entire court. He still had only just 7 made free throws and just 3 3-pointers. Against the Warriors, LeBron showed us that he still had that same elite first step, even against players a decade his age. He has no issues using a simple crossover to get past his man, and while he's not always jumping over you, his touch off of the glass is just as good as ever. Here he's in a mismatch against Chris Paul, and with Jonathan Kuminga rotating over, LeBron has no issue rising over the smaller Paul. Here against Kuminga, LeBron rejects the screen and gets himself into position to put his shoulder down. The Lakers, having some of the best spacing we have seen in the LeBron era, forces the defense to stay with their man, and LeBron's been finishing layups like these for 2 decades. This spacing and LeBron's strength can be seen here as he backs down Wiggins and gets leverage. No Warrior is able to help, especially in the small ball lineup, and that's easy points. Here on the fast break, we see the threat of LeBron's shooting. For the majority of his career, we would not see the defender step up, but the Taurean Prince handoff and the threat of LeBron's shooting forces Draymond Green to come out of the paint. Prince sets a great screen, taking both Green and Curry out of the play, sending a full-speed LeBron James to the hoop. The Warriors are too late to recover, and LeBron just shows off his ageless athleticism. The prime of the king is over, but this year LeBron is still proving that at 39 years old, he is a top 15 NBA player. He has added a lethal shooting game, making him a threat off of the catch or pulling up on a shot. He is just as good as ever in punishing smaller players in the post, and his passing is still otherworldly. That is all benefited with this Lakers roster. Last year, they were 24th in 3-point efficiency. Now they are ranked 7th with 3 straight years of this team being top 5 in pace. But it is clear that the regular season is not the concern for LeBron, and we can only speculate what he and the Lakers are capable of in the playoffs. While they are a play-in team right now, they also found themselves in the play-in last year. Last year, they made the Western Conference Finals. This year is the healthiest that we have ever seen LeBron James as a Laker. He is on pace to play the most amount of games as a Laker in a season, and the same can be said for Anthony Davis, who is on pace to play the most amount of games in a season for his entire career. Recently, the Lakers have been playing amazing basketball. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games, winning 6 of their last 7. They've had recent wins this month against the Timberwolves, the Thunder, and have beat the Milwaukee Bucks twice. D'Angelo Russell is averaging 20-7 in the last 10. Anthony Davis is averaging 24-15 while being a legit Defensive Player of the Year candidate. LeBron has been averaging 27-9-9 in their last 10 games. The championship window has not closed on LeBron and the Lakers. While the Lakers are currently a play-in team and there's still a lot of questions surrounding them in a difficult Western Conference, if I'm the Thunder or the Timberwolves, I would not want to face a healthy LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the first round.